Okay. I'm trying to make sure we're good with the placement. If I lean in, see, yeah, I need to come down. So, all right. I think that will work. Hey, beauty babies. It's your girl, Ya, and yeah, we live again, honey. Um, we're here to do another retro series. This is a retro series video for all of you. I'm gonna try to knock out 2 requests with one video. One being there was an Instagram look that I can't show you because I'm using my phone. Um, and I don't think my other phone might log into the internet. But there was this pinky purple look I had done and posted on Instagram that one of my subbies asked me to recreate on video. And then I also had requests to do Juvia's palettes in the retro series. Nobody named any specific ones. I think the Masquerade might have been asked for. I'm not sure. Um, but Juvia's Place palettes definitely have been asked for to be in another retro series video. So we're going to be using several Juvia's Place palettes, and we're going to be using some new Colourpop products, including new skincare products from Colourpop and some other things. And I think maybe some Black Radiant stuff. I'm not sure. Definitely have some new skincare for you guys today. And I wanted to start out with this tool, which is called the Contour Kinetic Smoother. And it looks like this. It comes in a lot of different colors. This just happens to be a floral pattern color. Hope you get a better look at it. It's not too big. That's how big it is in my hand. Okay, you turn it on here by pushing this up. This is just a nice protective cap cover, and you take it off. And what this is like a mini microfine shaver, electric shaver. It can be used on the body as well as the face. It can get any facial hair, peach fuzz, whatever you got going on, it can do. Okay, and my mom got this for me from QVC. This is where she got it. And I am just in love with it. I fell in love with it at the first use because I have been dealing with over the lip hair and underneath the chin hair for as long as I can remember. And it's a hereditary thing that I get from my dad's side. He's Panamanian, and it's not true for all Panamanian people, but for many of them, we can be like really hairy, you know. And I got some of my mom on my arms and my legs, so I like have almost no hair on my legs because that's how my mom's side of the family is. But here and here, so all you do is turn it up right here. I washed my face today with something different. I didn't use Doodle Osun because I had done some skincare last night, and I just wanted to use something that was a little gentle, and so I used the Clinique liquid facial soap. This is the mild one. Okay, and I haven't done anything else, so I wanted to do this before I put any moisturizers or anything on a dry face. So you just turn it on. I'm gonna start down here. It's not painful. I use circular motions to get all the areas, and I try to keep the skin taut or tight. and I feel my skin smooth. Before this, I used to use Nair. Which, you know, is a chemical hair removal system. And I think we're good. I'm not really into removing like my facial hair. You know, I have like some right here, some right here. Actually, for me, it adds to a natural shadow of contour. Um, so I just leave it. I have some right here, right here. I'm not gonna. This is just certain. You know, you got to pick and choose your battles. Some things are just not worth doing, because once you start shaving hair, it kind of like kicks it into activation mode and it starts growing, and then it'll grow back even more than it was before once you start messing with it. So I rather just let it be. It doesn't bother me that much, and that's really the only real area I really um think I have that I can kind of feel right here. Yeah, there we go. And that's it, y'all. Okay. So now we're gonna go on ahead. I love this thing, really do. I've been like really wanting something like that, and just, you know, that's one of the reasons why I love my mom so much. She just, you know, like good moms do. They see you struggling, working, living, you know, being stressed out or whatever, and they're always looking for some kind of way to make it a little easier for you because they love you, you know. So now I'm gonna use I could have used my clarifying lotion just to stay in line with the Clinique, but I already put on the the Sea Breeze equivalent. This is made by Walmart's Equate brand toner, and then some witch hazel on the bottom. I'm sorry, the camera just moved a little bit. So we're just going to go ahead and use that because I just prepared it, being on automatic mode. We go under the eyes. We're not rubbing hard. But remember, the witch hazel is on the outside. So now we're pressing in the middle part. Outward. Okay. All right. Let's see how you get like a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. That's a little tiny bit of dirt that's left on your face. Now for some more new skincare. We're going to be using this Fourth Ray. This is a company called Fourth Ray Beauty. They are selling their products on Colourpop. Okay, this isn't per se a Colourpop brand, if I'm thinking of that correctly, but this brand is being sold on Colourpop. Okay. This is Fourth Ray Beauty, and this particular product is called the Fresh, and I'm not even going to say those two letters, Mist, because I am a person that does not use profanity. So I'll be glad when we get past this age of, you know, just wanting to be profane, you know, because it's like the new rebellion to just say whatever. So they even putting it on the products because they just trying to keep up with the trends, you know. But I'm gonna do me. So this is called the Fresh Mist. And oh, I'm sorry, let me tell you what it's made of. Hello, whoever that just was that joined me. How are you? Write something else in the comments again so I can see who you are, because I missed you. This says, we are Fourth Ray Beauty. We formulate effective skincare that delivers brag-worthy, tell all your friends its life-changing results. Hello, Tariq. Oh, Nicole, Tara Nicole. Hi, girl. How you doing? Long time don't see. Hey, thank you for joining me live. You know how it goes. You can leave, come back and see it later because it'll be posted on the channel. So, these results that are made simply with 100% cruelty-free vegan ingredients. So this is a 100% cruelty-free vegan ingredient company. They have no secrets, no surprises. You can trust us. That's what they have on the inside here of the box. Okay, that's what I'm reading. So this particular product is the Fresh Mist. Instantly combats tired, dehydrated skin. A refreshing blend of Tibetan ginseng, white lily, rose water, and cucumber water delivered a burst of hydration to revive and energize the complexion. And of course, you're supposed to hold it 10 to 12 inches away from your face. Close your eyes and mist yourself liberally when your skin feels parched or you need an instant refresh. So it does not say it is a setting spray. It is a mist, a refreshing mist. Okay. So it has all these great ingredients in it. Things that I already love, like rose water. I already have a rose water spray. So I was definitely feeling it. And the cucumber water, the ginseng, and the white lily. I was feeling those ingredients. So I was like, okay, it's vegan. And it has all these things in it. And I was just praying, please don't let it break me out. So I have used this at least twice and it has not broken me out. And I'm just so ecstatic about that. So I now have another spray I can add to my collection of hydrating sprays, you know, in addition to my rose water spray that I have by Rose Scents. Now I have something that has other ingredients in it that are great for the skin too. So I'm just going to mist. It has a really, it's not an overpowering spray. It smells really fresh. It smells fresh and it smells light. It's hard for me to really say exactly what it smells like, but it's very fresh, very light. It does not smell florally. It's a nice, fresh, like it says, fresh mist. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to another new skin product. This one is called Good Mood Gel Moisturizer. Oh, yes, it does smell really great, but it's not overpowering. It's just really light. That first kind of inhale in, you get a little bit of it. This is the Good Mood Gel Moisturizer, and this has watermelon extract, which is known to hydrate and ease dryness. It has rose water, which is known for its antioxidant properties, which protect and condition the skin. It has hyaluronic acid, hyaluronic acid, I'm sorry. Hyaluronic acid is known to deeply quench skin with vital hydration and by attracting and binding water with the skin surfaces. I'm sorry, but the lettering is really small right here. Marshmallow extract. Marshmallow extract is known to comfort, oh my God, and soften. Yeah, I need my glasses right here for those letters. So this is an oil-free gel moisturizer that drenches skin with a burst of hydration, formatted with a comforting combination of all of those things I just named. Good Mood caresses skin to soften and retain moisture. So you're supposed to apply to clean skin using upward strokes and use as often as your skin needs. Okay. So what I've been doing with this is, if you remember my other skin routine, I would use argan oil with my moisturizer. So I'm going to continue doing that. I'm going to use the moisturizer with the argan oil. But I've been doing it kind of differently. I don't know, just trying to work out how I want to actually do this. And because with the moisturizer, I could put squirts on my hand. This I really can't. But it looks like this. This is what the actual container looks like. I'm sorry I didn't show you guys that. And that's what the product looks like. Isn't that wonderful? It just looks divine. And it just measures up. So I'm going to put a good amount on my hand right here. And I'm going to put the drops of the argan oil by Josie Moran in my hand like I used to do with my other moisturizer. I usually use about 4 drops. And I'm just going to push my hands together. Then I'm going to take my ring fingers and go under the eye. You see me looking down, I'm looking in my mirror right here. When I get to the edges, I do circles. Where the area where the crow's feet would be, which are just another term for wrinkles in that area of the eye. They call them crow's feet. And that's what I do right there. Okay. Now we'll take the rest and just, we're supposed to use upward movements. So that's why I'm doing the circle going up. Which is just good practice overall. Don't forget your neck and what is this? Is decolleté or décollé or something like that. I'll get back to you on it because there's like a debate on what it's actually called. There's like 2 different words. Now I don't want to tell you the wrong word and then you'll go tell your friends, well, y'all said that it's this. oh my God. I just want to say Y'all know how I get when I'm speechless. It smells, it's so light, but it definitely does have a scent. And my smelling is really good, so that means it's not like super light. It's almost kind of candyish. And you know what that is? It's the watermelon. That's what I'm smelling, the watermelon. It's coming across a little candyish, but that's the watermelon. That's about the only thing that I smell, and it's so light. Let me tell y'all, you see how it looks? This is how it feels. It's just, I just want to describe it to you in a way that will be helpful to you. It's more than a creaminess. It's like, and I'm trying to give you this description if you've never used a water gel, because water gels, and I'm just putting the rest on my hand, water gels are different from like lotions. They sit different on the face. They feel different because it's just like this super hydrating kind of thing. So when it goes onto the skin and the skin starts to receive it, it's just a different kind of feeling. It's so moisturizing. Your skin feels like alive. I don't know how else to say that. It feels alive. And I really, really love this stuff. So this is like my third or fourth day wearing this, and I have not broken out. I've had no cheek issues, nothing. If anything, it cleared up some of the irritation that I had. So, you know, I will not say that something is good unless I feel. This works really well for me so far. I just don't know how else to get that across to you. Um, and the price was really decent for it. It's something that I will continue to get. Okay. And I had nothing that could come close to my Clinique. Okay. But since I've been using this, I don't even reach for it. And you get so much, and you don't have to put a lot. Like I used what was on the cap because it was just on the cap. But you can really just take a dot, 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 and it will, okay? And it won't be, you won't be like trying to, you know how you get lotion and you got to go back and get a little more. No, it just covers. It's fantastic. I really have enjoyed those two products. So I will definitely, especially if they have another sale, I'll be definitely going back to getting some other products from Fresh Beauty on Colourpop's website because I like those and it didn't break me out. So I'm definitely interested in trying some other things. So let's move on. But this is what the Get Ready With Me's are all about, where it's real time and we just really just get ready together. And I have had feedback from some of you guys that these do work for you and they are helping you, these videos. So I will continue to do them. So now moving on to primer. This is a new primer that I am using. This is the Tatcha, the Silk Canvas. And this, what did I do with the box? I think I talked about this in the last video. It's a velvety smoothing balm of pressed silk that primes and makes the makeup last longer while keeping it out of the skin, helping to prevent clogged pores and breakouts. And this, I believe, is made from silk powder. Yes. So yeah, it's real bougie, y'all. This is the trial version. Gotta go back to work. Okay, watch it later. Thank you for staying for the time you did. Love you, boo. This is a trial size or a mini size. This is what they call a mini. So I paid $20 for this. So yeah, you can imagine how much the full size costs. Now you only need a small amount. They say a rice grain amount. This is how much I am using. And And again, this also smooths out really well. So when they say you only need a rice grain amount, they're not lying. It will really go far. I just don't want to do too much, go too hard under the eyes. But you know, this is silk. This is silk powder. And it's the first ingredient. Silk powder is the first ingredient in this. So yeah. I haven't gone back to trying out the Fenty because I kind of got, I would get hooked on the thing that was expensive because it didn't break me out. You know, when both sides had burned, like tingled, let me say it right. When I tried them on, I had the Fenty over here and Tatcha over here. Both sides tingled, but the side that had the Tatcha, I didn't get a reaction, like no breakouts. But this side that had the Fenty, I did have reaction. So use the Tatcha again, no reaction. So we'll go back to Fenty, but not right now. So we're going to do some color correcting on today, as my girl Siki says, on today. We're using the Black Radiance color corrector. This, I believe, is the color Salmon. I want to say it's Salmon. And this we use just for hyperpigmentation, any dark circles under the eyes or my problem areas, which is those chin areas and above the mouth. And now we're just going to blend it in. This is damp Real Techniques brush. Or rather, it was damp. It's still damp, it's just not super damp. Now, even though I do plan on using the Juvia's Place foundation again today, I wanted to do color correcting just to see if it made the under eye area even better than before. With a little okay. All right. Let's get ready to rumble. So, I am magic. My color is Somalia. All right. So we're going to do this again. Squeeze ever so slightly. Just a little. See how some was already coming out? Okay, that's just a little bit. This is something that you want to use a little and then go back in and go back in. Yeah, it's one of those kind of things. It's one of those things, but this time I wanted to use my sponge because I haven't used a sponge, and we'll just see. what it's like with a sponge. Okay, now I used all of the Woo! Live. When you go live, y'all, that was all of the foundation. Okay. Now let's see how it blends out. Now this foundation is very creamy. I wore it to church to give it the church test, and it's been extremely hot in the South where I reside for weeks in the 90s and 100. It's done pretty well, but I feel like if you don't, you may need to do the translucent powder method underneath it. And I probably should have done that today. But hindsight is 2020. Now, right now, leaning back, it's pretty close. And it is going to dry down darker than what you see right now. Okay, that's giving you a skin-like application of it. You saw how little of an amount I used. You saw how tiny, teeny. I used a sponge, which picks up more product than a brush does. And yet, look at the coverage. Okay. Now, do I want to put any more any places? No, not really. I'm really happy with that. I don't know why. Maybe because it's summertime or whatever. Or it's because of the amount of pigmentation this product gives off that you don't feel like you have to put more. I may do a little bit more. I've definitely just squeezed out too much. I like squeeze out the same amount. Look at that little drop. I'm trying to get those areas. I'm really. Okay. All right. This works. Okay. So I'm happy with that. The other day, I tried to use this with my Milani, and it was also so-so, but it wasn't the same foundation. It was a different foundation. But I saw somebody use, I think it's my Ray Ray. She used her e.l.f. with this. So I think I want to try that. Only because this is, not that it doesn't cover, but it's a lot thinner. And I think I might do well with this. I can still see that darkness right there. There we go. And now we're going in with the Juvias glaze. It almost looks the same, but it's not. It's more neutral. Okay. Whereas the e.l.f. one is warmer. Still always same principle. You don't really need a whole lot. Okay. All right. I like that. I like that yellow from the e.l.f. a lot better. So the two of them mixed together is very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So now that we look like a flat pancake and my round face is in full effect, let's go ahead and set. I don't have their powder yet. I will eventually, but I don't have it right now. So we're going to use my custom blend today and the flat side of the Real Techniques. All right. I'm just gonna brush that away. Now, the custom blend that I make is pretty warm. All So in a way, it kind of tones down a little bit the uber brightness that I had going on without totally taking it away. So now let's do a little bit of contouring with the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in the Dark to Deep. We're going to be using the Sculpt color in the middle with this angled brush from BH Cosmetics. This is the Ashley Tisdale collection, and we're just going to start back here, which is really almost the top of the ear. You can make a fishy face or just do like me, where you can see that line, and we're making upward strokes. Now, one thing about contour, you need to learn what your face shape is, because you may contour differently depending on your face shape. And that kind of stuff is important. It helps you, because I have a round face. My contouring might be a little bit different from someone with a diamond or heart-shaped face. Okay. Using what's left, contouring the nose. I'm just pinching this and starting at the top here, coming down. Okay. I'm always dancing and being silly. What you gonna do? Can't do nothing but love me. Okay, again, we're cleaning up the edges, and we're gonna go in with the Laura Mercier. Although you don't have to use Laura Mercier, there are other powders you could use, like the Wet n Wilds. I'm sorry that the top is dirty. The Wet n Wilds Photo Focus. This one is in Deep. Oh God, why would you do that? Why would you hold the lid upside down? Tap it. You nut. Oh man. Where's my little, here it is. If you get powder on your clothes, use a little foam thing. These come with the wigs a lot. And just brush it across the fabric. And it will pick that foundation right up. If it's white, it is going to smudge it around in there. But it's going to pick the majority of it up. And then you can wash it. It's way better than doing it with your hands. It just comes right up. Something about the foam grabs onto the powder. Don't ask me why I had just done that, but for some reason. So I'm going to use this Wet n Wild one, okay? Even though it's kind of on the dry side, that's okay. So I might get in trouble for having this Wet and Wild one because they're saying that they're a cruelty-free brand, but people have learned that they sell products in China, and all Chinese products in China by law, they have to be tested on animals. So that means if you're selling products in China, then your products are being tested on animals, meaning you're not cruelty free. But they've been trying to dance around that and say, yes, they are. Okay, we're using the MAC Cosmetics Skin Finish in Give Me Sun just to help blend that sharpness. And now we're going to move on to the eyes, okay? Otherwise, we'll be here all day. So, I don't know how I feel about all that. You know what I'm saying? I know how I am about people not being real about stuff. And I'm not talking about the real that the world tries to say, oh, just keep it real, which really just means just do whatever you want to do. Forget about who it hurts or what the consequences are. I do not believe in that. That's not keeping it real. That's keeping it selfish, okay? And no man is an island unto himself. So, yeah, you can keep that type of realness if that's what that means for you. You just do whatever you want to do. Can't nobody tell you nothing, and you don't give a crap about nobody but yourself, and you can keep that, keeping it real. But what I mean about being real is, telling the truth. Not it's the truth until we catch you telling a lie. And that's not the truth. Just tell the truth. You want to be cruelty free because that's the trend. Okay, that's the trend. But you're not truly, if you're selling in a company that's testing your stuff on animals, and you're not really cruelty free. Just stop being greedy. Take that L and just don't just don't sell in China. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Okay, let's do some cleanup under the eyebrows so we can go ahead on to the next part. This is Toffee. Woman is not this eyebrow pencil. That eyebrow pencil was a LA Girl eyebrow pencil in Slim Shady. And I'm sorry my phone was not on vibrate. I mean silent. Hold on, let me put it on there now. Because y'all will holler. You'd be like, you knew you was coming on. And you didn't put that. Like, I can't believe I wasted my time sitting here. And you've got these sounds going on in your videos. You know what be tripping me out? When I read some of the comments under a lot of popular beauty gurus. And you know, I guess that's their livelihood, is paying their bills, so there's just certain stuff that they put up with. But I don't need no critique, unsolicited critique from someone who doesn't even have a channel of their own. You are not an expert because you're not even doing what I'm doing. So go ahead on with that. People always want to tell you, you're talking too much in the beginning, and we don't need that, all that extra such and such and such. And most of the time, hey, Shantae, how you doing? And there's two other people watching with me. I don't know who that is, but hey, I'm just ranting about this whole comment culture we got going on. And they want to critique your video, and they don't even have a channel of their own. And you didn't ask for their opinion. Oh, and I don't like that background. And you gonna send some ducats to send me a new one? I'll let you know what my P.O. box is. You're welcome to send some. Until then, you're gonna have to deal. Hey, this is what we could do. And my other background over there, they work for me. One time I had this lady, I don't know how those big gurus, how they do it. They probably just ignore a lot of the comments, but I know it has to bother them because they do those videos about all the mean comments that have been said to me. They do those kind of videos, so it must bother them, you know. Otherwise, I don't think they put up those videos, but they want people to know the kind of stuff that they have to endure. And I'm telling you, every time I've seen someone put up a nasty comment, they never have a page of their own, ever. It's almost like a principle. Anytime you see somebody with a nasty comment or critique, you go to their page, they have nothing. No channel, no nothing. That's all they do. They just spend their time going through saying vile stuff. Like they own you. Let's get that straight. You watch a channel that is being created by a person. They're putting in their time, their effort, their talent, their money to bring to you good content, okay? That you sit at your leisure whenever you feel like it, wherever you feel like it. You sit at your leisure at the press of a button to enjoy. Where you come without you owning people and what they ought to do. And I think once people realized that people was making money, they just started getting crazy, feeling like they could say whatever to people because, oh, you getting paid, and my view, you know, gives you your check. You know how people act. You got your job because of me. People do that. But I ain't I'm working. I'm providing a service. So you ain't giving me no free money. You know, so you need to take that on back where you got that from. I'm providing a service. You don't own me, and there's no slavery. I'm providing a service, you benefiting from my service, and then I get paid because of my service. Everybody's channel is not the same. Everybody doesn't do the same things. Everybody doesn't have to do the trend. And that's the danger about doing every trend, doing all the trends, because then you start doing stuff on your channel, they got nothing to do with your channel. Like the mukbang, whatever. Now, if my husband hadn't had his strokes, we would have been somewhere different in regards to my channel, because I had plans on having him more involved, because he's an actor also, as well as a certified chef. So he would have been great in us doing vlogs and having our own kind of like couples channel, because he's he's a comedian, it's just great. But after the strokes, he has to deal with the not being able to communicate like how he wants to. And until he gets to a place where he's comfortable with how he communicates and the way he communicates and having the freedom to express himself like how he chooses to, and whatever means that might happen, it doesn't have to mean that his speech returns fully and he's back to however he was, because I've gotten past that part. Some people have this sorrow with their loved ones who suffer from things like this, because they may lose some abilities, but you can't get stuck there. That person is fighting, and they're pushing, and they're still basically in essence who they were. You have to love what God has allowed and who God has allowed to remain with you. I mean, and this man loves me unconditionally, just like before. He hasn't allowed any of the things that have happened to him to diminish his love for me. And I respect that. And I am like, okay, God, thank you. I thank God for that. Um, because it keeps me going, you know. His love and God's love for me is like, okay, I can do this another day. All right, let's do it. Because he's like, let's do it. So look at all the creasing on that eye, y'all. Let me see if I can push it down some more. I'm gonna powder it real good. And that was the Studio Pro. I'm sorry, I start talking. Studio Pro Concealer from BH Cosmetics in the color 117. Okay, there we go. So once he gets where he can express how he'd like to do it, then we can, you know, we'll talk about going back to that and if he wants to do that. But that's the kind of place we were going. But I was never going to allow people to be like, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that. Now, mukbang would have worked for us because, like I said, he's a certified chef. He's a foodie. I'm a foodie. We love food, all different kinds of food, good food, not trash food. We love all kinds of good food. And so mukbang would have been right up our alley, you know, having good food in front of a camera. And we could definitely still go back to that because we still be eating. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's start on this eye. All right. We're going to start with the Magic Palette, I believe, by Juvias. And we're going to go in with Nana as a transition color. Again, my favorite transition brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush from that Studio Pro Eye collection. Okay, which is a great, you know, lid color for me. All right. Now we're going to go to the Festival palette. And we're going to go in with this color called EDG or EDG. And we're going to use a different brush, but I don't want it to be flat. I need it to have a little bit of a slant. Yes, let's use this one. This is a Shop Misa high definition brush. It comes in a set. And we're just going to use this I know y'all are like, that's like a stippling kind of brush. And yes, it does appear so. But it's laying out the color like I want it, which I want it to be diffused. So that's why I picked this brush. And yes, I'm blowing it out. I'm bringing it out. That's nice. Even though it looks real hot pink in here because of the brush that I'm using, it looks almost orange, but it's not. I know this seems like it takes forever, but like I said before, I'm a blender and builder. I'm not really a packer. So this is how I do it. Trying to make sure it has that same intensity. Do I need to come in a little bit more for the eyes? Y'all want me to come in a little bit more? I'm gonna come in a little bit more. Y'all ain't saying that, but I'm gonna come in a little bit more. Hold on. Hold on to your hats. Don't get dizzy. Okay. All right. I'll zoom back out in a little bit. Okay. So we got that pink down. Now we're going to go to the Zulu palette. And we're going to go down to this color. Oh, she didn't put names on this one either. I don't like that when she don't put names on the palettes. I really do take issue with that. I feel like they ought to have names. You know? Like they ought to have names. Okay, now I'm going in with this Coastal Scents brush. Did I get all of? Nope. I'm using this color switch right here to get the pigment on. Okay. Much better. Going in with this. Staying in the crease. Coming down. And yeah, we're pretty much taking it across. Okay. Other side. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's like, ooh, lot of pink, lot of pink. Ooh, that's a lot of pink. Okay, we're going back to the other pink. Ugh. I need the right brush. Here we go. Okay. We're going back to EDG from the Festival palette. Okay. Now right here, I'm going to put Ofala. Well, do I want to do Ofala? Yeah. I'm going to put a little Ofala, which is like, it's like a fiery orange color. I know it looks really blown out. Okay. All right. Now that we have pinked ourselves to death, we're going to go in with I think there's one more step before I hit that step. We're gonna go in with this color called Custard from the Dolce palette. And I'm gonna use a dome shaped brush for this. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I know y'all are like, what is she doing? Okay. Can you see it? Going right along this crease line. I don't know if you can pick it up. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I know it looks crazy. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. Don't worry. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Be happy. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Okay. Now we're going to the Magic palette. We're going with this color Ife, which is a very deep, well, here we're hoping it's deep. And it's really dense kind of brush right here. Purple. I'm down here at the bottom because I'm trying to see. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm just going around the outside of it. By that crease, the round ball part. See that? Of the crease. You saw when I pushed? That part. Hey. Okay. So let's see what we're doing right there. All right. I wanted the many levels of pink because it does so much underneath the color. And this might be a blue. It might be a blue, which might be why I'm having problems with it. Let me switch to a different dome brush. Where's my other dome brush? I have like 4 or 5 of them. I really like that one. Come on, where are you? I just was looking at you. Here you are. Something about me and these Ashley Tisdale brushes. Oh, that's way better. Yeah, that other brush was so hard. I was like, is it me? Oh yeah, this is so much better. Oh, look at that, how easily you just blended that. Okay. Save myself all that misery. Look what I just did. I put this some purple got up here. Let's get rid of that. Gone. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. So basically I have what I want. Basically. Okay. I think I remember using this Ife before, this color before, and not being all that psyched about it. Okay. Let's go back to our pinks just to fix that little top part. Going back to EDG. Okay. All right. Okay, now here's where it's going to get a little bit more interesting. Now, if you wanted to, okay, You could take a skin color brown, like my skin color, and I could put it here, just diffuse it right here, and do some mascara, a wing, and be done. You could actually do that. It's one of the beauties of learning where to place color, what kind of color to use. You don't always have to use a shimmer. You can do a colorful matte look. You really can. But you know me, I'm fitting to be extra. So we about to get our shine on. Got to get our shine. And I wanted to use some black Radiance. Their new lid glitzes. So we're gonna see how far these take us today. I only have 2 colors, and I don't think I'm gonna use the blue. I don't know. I'm not really feeling. But we are gonna use this purple one, and we may use a pink. Well, we definitely are gonna use a pink because I'm trying to recreate that pink look for those who requested it. I know it's in here. Oh God, look at this. Didn't I use one of these already? This is Prismatic Light. Yeah, I think I used this with on my other Get Ready With Me. I don't know where you are, little pink thing, but I know I have a few of you. Hold on a second, y'all. Trying to remember what color this is down here. Why are these little boxes always so hard to open? They're like, okay, here we go. What color is this one? This is not any color I could use right now. How about this one? I thought I had gotten. Oh yeah, baby. It's on and popping. I don't remember buying you, but ooh, wee baby. Oh man, oh yeah, oh yeah. We about to, oh yeah, y'all. Wait till we get to that part. Hold your horses. Don't worry. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you everything. I'm about to show y'all everything. What's this? Oh yeah, that's pretty. But that's not what that ain't what we looking for today. How about this one? Ooh, that's pretty. What color is this? Is this a... No, it's not the color we're going to use today, but it's gorgeous. It's pretty. How about this? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's put that out. Keep that out. Put that over there. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. So, what can you do to help you when you get to the liquid eyeshadow part and you don't want to freak out or mess it up? You can give yourself a guide. Like we're going to go in with this, do I want to use Fossil? I think I do want to use Fossil, to be truthful. We're going to use Fossil right here. Just going to get a regular eyeshadow brush. To put Fossil on. Okay. Don't worry. I know it's not pink. Don't worry. Don't worry. This is just here to continue that shimmer, okay? All right? Okay. Now, get your liquid eyeshadow out. This is going to be much darker. I'm going to put it on my wrist just so you can see how really dark it is, okay? This is my first time using this Black Radiance one, so I really don't know what we're going to get, y'all, okay? This is ridiculously pretty. Oh, God. Can you see that? I can't tell what you see. Oh my God. I did this last time. I freaking, oh Lord. I did the same exact thing last time. See how I put the thing up a little too high? Now, to me, these have like, they're glittery. I'm not going to say they're not glittery. And you can get smoother placement. I have got to go back and freaking fix this now. Okay. Ooh. Okay. We could stop here, but why should we? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Now, we're going to some new Colourpop stuff. That was Black Radiance. And the color of that, by the way, was Star Studded. That's the color of it, my Black Radiance. Now we're going on to Colourpop's, one of their Jelly Much shadows. Y'all know I fell in love with the Jelly Much shadows. In my other Get Ready With Me, it's the one where I'm wearing yellow and copper, and I have like my yellow and white gale on. Blew me away, so I had to get some more. So this color is called No Rest for the Vivid. I told y'all we was gonna get to the pink. Look at this. Do you see that? What's fitting to happen? I don't know what's gonna happen. All right, we're gonna use a flat brush. It's nice and small so it can get into those places in my eyes where it needs to be. Okay. That is not. Why is it doing that? Oh, look what it's doing. Oh my God, it has like this. Why is it doing that? Come on. Oh, why are you doing that? Come on. It's like trying to stick together right there. I don't like that. If it's too hard to work with, y'all know I'm gonna move to something else, right? Ooh. Do you see that shift, baby? Oh my gosh, looks so crazy. I'm gonna put up with it. I'm gonna put up with it only because of the results I'm getting right now. Here we go again. Jeez. This takes some serious, oh my God. There's a straight up learning curve on this. Do not get upset. I wouldn't use a, what's the name underneath this? Just do either a plain lid or some matte shadow underneath. If you want to learn how to use that, this, what I'm using. I'm smiling because it looks really good. It's a pain in the butt to put on, but it looks real good. Stuff is crumbling off my face. What's crumbling? That is sickening. They don't even make no sense. I don't know what kind of brush you're supposed to use with this if you can't use a flat brush. Great God. This is nuts. This is why I live for liquid eyeshadows, glittery, cream, jelly munch eyeshadows. Let me swatch it on my hand. This is what it looks like on my hand. And y'all see them lumps right there? This is what happens to it when you spread it out. It got them lumps in it. But this is the, isn't that pretty? Look at the reflection on that sucker. Whoa. I love these jelly munch shadows. They can get it. Trying to take it off my hand. Not being that successful. I just got a glitter hand now. Okay. Is that, you like that so far? Woo-wee, it's pretty. That's pretty. Okay. So that is really what I wanted. I wanted that blend. That's why I used the shimmer underneath it, because I wanted a better blend from the mattes going into the shimmers. And then I like the multiplicity of what's going on by applying reflection on top of reflection on top of reflection. That's a great trick, a great thing that I like to do. It gives something different to the eye because you have these multiple levels of reflection on top of each other in different kinds of colors, and it's just like, it's really wonderful, wonderful thing when it works out right. So we want to wing the eye. To wing or not to wing? That is the question. It's always a question. We may, in fact, I don't know if I really want to wing. Let's see. I need something pink and iridescent. This is a kind of body glitter. It's called Glitterati by Colourpop. I don't know how this would play. It's not a powder. Can you see? It's got these. Let me try to swatch it. On my other hand, doesn't have a ton of glitter on it. Ooh, it's wet. Oh my God. Are they kidding me? Look at this. Do you see that? How nuts is that? That definitely is body glitter. But when I look at it down here, it's got orange, green. It's crazy. I know you can't, it's not coming up. You're not picking it up. Hey, Shantae. How you doing? I don't know what, it's not really showing y'all. Oh, there it is. There it is. You see the orange and it just looks gold, but it's like orange. This is crazy. I don't know if I could use this in the middle of my eye. It's got too much orange in it. But I know what I can use. I can use my Danessa Myrix. Has a metals pigment, and we can use this. We can use this. Looks like that inside. See if we can get it to translate. I think that'll work. I'm just mad about the what kind of wing? I think I'm gonna take this and just wing it across the bottom because I don't want to do black. I like doing something different in my fake French accent, something different. So when I do this, I use this part and some kind of eyeliner brush, and you put the product on the eyeliner brush like so, and then you do your wing. Well, you really hope you do your wing. Okay, pray, y'all. I'm trying to get up close so you can see what I'm doing. Will that work? Is that all right? I think that'll work, y'all. Okay, let's try to get this other side popping. I may not do cut creases, but I can still do some pretty stuff. Yeah, it's all right. You know. Can y'all see? I'm sorry. Okay. I think that's okay. Okay, so hold on one second. You can. I'm gonna close the door. Zora, come back. Zora, Zora, come on. Cause you're not gonna want to be in there anyway. Sorry, y'all. Okay. So I think we're good. You know we're going to do some lower lash line stuff. However, I have to be careful because I don't want it to be too dark. So what I'm going to do is go underneath with a different color that we haven't really used on the top of the lash, but that's okay. This is from the Zulu palette, and it's this purple right here. This is also a BH Cosmetics brush. Okay, and then we're gonna go back to Fossa. Particle. Ooh, that went in my eye. Now we're going to the pinks. I'm gonna go in with the Charmed from the Dolce palette. Clean it up. And now EDG. And there's one more. What I'm missing. Is that this one? is that other? It's not this one, really. Yeah. Yeah, we super blowing out today. All right, we're gonna go back in with some powder right here. Just to edge it up a little bit. All right. And now it's mascara time. Now, finally. The Koosh mascara by Milk has become one of my favorites. I'm gonna curl my lashes a little bit. Not that you can really see them. But every little bit helps. This is how the brush looks. Now I only do my coating from one side, because if I try to coat my eyelashes from both sides, my eyelashes rebel. And they begin to itch and be like, get this off of us. So I can only put it on one side. I can put a lot on one side, but I can only do that one side. Okay. I need a little bit of Bad Girl Bang by Benefit. Too Faced, Better Than Sex. I know this is mascara number 4. I know. My lower lashes need a little bit of help. I'm about to throw this out because I feel like it's washed up, you know? This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. It's my favorite lower lash mascara. All right, so the blush game. Juvia got blush game for you too. In case you didn't know. All right. I think we want to use a little bit of I want to use a little bit of Abby, I think, with a little bit of Zara. Let's see if we can get this working. Shall we? Shall we see? Let's see. I'm going to start out with the Abby first. This is really dark. And then 2 taps of Zara. That Zara is kind of heavy. Woo! Look at that. Oh my God. This Zara is like, wow. Come here, girl. Come over here and sit down. Let me talk to you. Let me talk to you. Okay. Just going to embrace that. Slap a little bit of this B over it. Mute it down some. And then I'm going to go back over that with my beauty blender right here at the top. Here we go. When you get too much like that, you can do that. And that helps to bring that down. There we go. Yeah, because that was a lot. That was a lot. Okay, so let's go with Zoba. Got it upside down. Although I'm kind of feeling Sola right here. Let's give Sola a shot. Yeah, I like that. We'll go with Zola. This is so, it's actually pink on top of my lip. Hey. Oh, Butterbeer. That's my first name. Sometimes my dad would call me. I would be upstairs in my room. And he would stand at the bottom of the steps. Oh, Butterbeer. I'd be like, oh, I must be in some kind of trouble if he calls me by my first name. But not always. Sometimes with my dad. It just probably meant he was about to give me something to do. All right. I feel like something's missing. I know some of y'all are laughing real hard right now. What could possibly be missing, y'all? I mean, you got everything going on. What could you be missing? I feel like I need a little bronzer. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Je ne sais quoi. Okay. La la la. Where's my... I'm looking for my Smashbox spray. It fell and I don't see it. There it is. It rolled really far. It was like, wait. Now I'm going to spray this. Because I need that dewy, glowy to come back. And you see how it brought that kind of back? Okay. All right, so I didn't get any new lippies. We're gonna go with the something that has all this going on down here is gonna be like a muted, well, I want it to be a muted kind of purple. I think that'll do it right there. Or a pink. I think a pink is probably better. Probably. So the pink that I want is like two different pinks. One is by one of my favorite pinks is by MAC. But there's another pink. They trying to take me through it today. And when I mean they, I mean my makeup. I be talking in my makeup like that. Like, where are you? Here it is. Okay, and then I have a I don't know where I put that though. It's like a square lipstick. No, it's not. It's a bullet lipstick. Okay. So, y'all bear with me now. Bear with me. Here we go. So, let's see. This is Night Moth by MAC. Okay, I'm going to have to go out. Let me see if I can stay out so you can see. This is Kat Von D's Crush. That's the name of this lipstick. Crush. Now we're going to go with Candy Yum Yum. So we have one more. This one is orange. That one is real orange. Now this could, we're gonna do this because my name is Ya. If it don't work out, you know, it just don't work out. Didn't I say we was going for a muted? No, that's it was the truth. This live video has determined that that was a lie. So what do you do? What do you do? Do we really like this? I mean, do we really? Can we say this is ours? I think we can. I think, darlings, I think we can, my loves. So let's zoom out a little bit. Well, let me get close so you can see. It's voila, not too bad. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. So let's zoom out some. Here we go. Don't get sick. I just did the same thing. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is it. Excuse my little light over there. Ta-da. I like it, y'all. I am loving it. The eyes are like super, super duper in my style of glam. Super glam right now for me. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Totally blown out look. Okay. So you saw it there in live time. Me work that out. Okay. I loved everything I used. Even the Jelly Mutt shadow, even though it was giving me problems, I love the end result, and I'm gonna look forward to using this with other looks. Yeah. And the lippy might be more than you would do. You could mute this out. You could blot off the excess, or you could just do a nude lip here. But it's summer. Why not? Just be color all the way. Whoever told you you can't do a glam eye and a bold look, a bold lip, they lied to you too. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Hope you enjoyed this live. Please make sure you thumbs up. Put down in the comments the next palette or stuff you want me to use that is retro, that's old. Dig in your stuff that you haven't used it since, you know, dig in there. I would love to create some looks with this again, and put in the comments what you would like to see. And if I have it, I will do it. Okay. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next live video.